We are counting down the 10 biggest secrets Walmart would rather you did not know about their TVS. From bargain bin deals that are not really deals, to hidden compromises lurking under the hood, this ranking exposes everything they forget to mention on the price tag, including privacy pitfalls and hidden long-term costs. Which surprise lands at number 1? Stick around. You might save money, or at least save your living room's dignity. Now let's kick things off with number 10. That big red rollback tag on a Walmart TV is like a siren song for bargain hunters. But here is the twist. Many of these so-called deals are on televisions built specifically for the sale, with model numbers you will not find anywhere else, not even on the brand's own website. Search for that Black Friday special, like TCL 50S434 or Hisense 50R6E3, and you will come up empty on the official sites. These are phantom models, engineered from the ground up to hit a rock-bottom price, not marked down from a higher one. Price trackers and even the Wayback Machine show that the original price often never existed outside the sale tag. The only place you will ever see that $348 TV is during the deal itself. It is like a magic trick. The discount is real, but only because the full price was imaginary. Next time you spot a set that seems too good to be true, check the model number. If it only lives at Walmart, that deal might just be the regular price in disguise. Pop open a Walmart exclusive television, and you are in for a surprise. Just not the good kind. These sets are built with bargain bin panels, edge-lit backlights, and main boards that look like they were picked off a clearance rack. Forget the fancy full-array local dimming you hear about in commercials. Most Walmart models stick with edge-lit designs, which means you get more glowing corners and less actual contrast. The picture looks bright and punchy on the store wall, but that is a trick. Retailers crank the brightness to max, making even a budget screen seem impressive under fluorescent lights. Take it home, and suddenly the colors look washed out, and blacks turn into a soft gray. Teardown reports show Walmart ON televisions and those special TCL or Hisense models often share cheaper internal parts, lighter plastic frames, downgraded power boards, and basic chipsets that struggle with anything more demanding than reruns. It is not just about saving a few bucks. The parts inside are picked to hit the lowest possible price, not the highest picture quality. The result is a television that might not survive your next binge-watch weekend. Spec sheets at Walmart can read like a magic act. Now you see the features, now you don't. Most TVs on those shelves proudly declare HDR in bold letters, but here is the catch. True HDR needs at least 600 nits of brightness, and many Walmart models barely scrape past 300. That means the fireworks you expect from a blockbuster movie end up looking more like a damp sparkler. The refresh rate game is just as slippery. A claim of 120 motion rate sounds sporty, but it is usually just a dressed-up 60 Hz panel with some digital trickery. Want buttery smooth gaming or sports? Not happening. If you are searching for details like contrast ratio, panel type, or actual nite brightness, good luck. Those numbers are almost always missing in action. Even HDMI ports get the marketing treatment. Most models stick to HDMI 2.0, so forget about 4K at 120 Hz. It is a spec sheet shell game, and unless you know what to look for, you might walk out thinking you scored a premium TV, when all you got was a premium sticker. Hidden in plain sight, the model number on a Walmart TV is like a secret code. If you know how to read it, you can spot a stripped-down exclusive before it ever gets to your living room. Take a closer look at the end of that string of letters and numbers. A missing letter, an extra W, or a number that does not match what you see at other stores can mean you are looking at a Walmart-only build. These are not just cosmetic tweaks. Walmart buyers sit down with TV manufacturers and hammer out contracts that guarantee massive orders. On one condition, the bill of materials gets trimmed. That means manufacturers swap in older display panels, cheaper backlights, or a different mainboard, all to hit Walmart's price target. Teardown reports have caught these swaps red-handed. Chassis that feel lighter, fewer HDMI ports, and firmware that is missing features found on the mainstream version. The differences rarely make it onto the box. A TCL S435 at Walmart is not the same as the S535 at Best Buy, even if the packaging looks nearly identical. The only way to spot the downgrade is to play detective with the model number. So next time you are in the TV aisle, remember, one letter can be the difference between a solid buy and a budget trap. Plug in a Walmart TV and the missing features start showing up faster than a buffering screen on slow internet. First, check the back panel. Where you would expect a row of HDMI ports, you might find just two, sometimes only one if you want real 4K and soundbar action at the same time. That is a tough break for anyone with a game console, a streaming box, and a cable box. Suddenly, it is musical chairs for your gadgets and somebody is always left unplugged. Dig a little deeper and you will notice what is not happening on screen. Local dimming, not here. Walmart value sets usually skip that feature, so dark scenes look more like gray fog than deep space. That blockbuster movie you bought the TV for will look a lot less dramatic when the shadows all blend together. Gaming fans hoping for variable refresh rate or smooth 120 Hz action are in for a letdown. Most Walmart models stick to the basics. No variable refresh rate, no fancy motion, just plain old 60 Hz. Even the remote gets the budget treatment, fewer buttons, no voice search, and a plastic feel that would make a toy jealous. And if you are streaming, brace yourself for slower wireless chips that can turn high definition into a pixelated mess. It is the kind of stuff you only notice after the box is in the recycling bin and the return window has slammed shut. So, before you celebrate that bargain, make a checklist, because what is missing can matter more than what is advertised. The clock starts ticking the moment you buy a TV at Walmart. If you discover a problem in the first 30 days, you are in luck. You can bring it back for an exchange. But do not expect a refund if you miss that window. After the first month, the only option is usually a swap for the exact same model, even if that is the one that just let you down. Onsets, Walmart's in-house brand, come with a 1-year limited warranty, which sounds decent until you need it. The warranty covers defects, but getting a replacement means jumping through hoops, calling support, waiting for approval, and sometimes shipping the TV back at your own expense. And if you are hoping for an upgrade or cashback, think again. Most complaints on the Better Business Bureau site tell the same story. Customers stuck in a loop of replacements, never refunds. One customer filed 3 claims in a year, each time getting another Oni TV that fizzled out, like a relay race of disappointment. Store managers have marching orders to keep things moving, swap it out, send you home, and keep the returns numbers looking tidy. Meanwhile, repair shops warn that fixing a budget Walmart TV often costs more than buying a new one. The result is simple. If your TV fails, you are left with a familiar choice. Take another gamble on the same model, or start shopping all over again. Buying a budget TV at Walmart does not just get you a screen for your living room, it also gives you a starring role in the Great American Data Show. Thanks to Walmart's 2024 buyout of Vizio, every cheap smart TV is now a little ad machine, quietly working overtime to keep the price tag low and the ad revenue rolling in. Vizio's secret sauce is automatic content recognition, or ACR. This technology watches what you watch, logs your shows and channels, and sends it all back to home base. The fine print says this data helps advertisers serve you more relevant ads. But in practice, it means your TV is always listening, always learning, and always ready to pitch you something new. Sometimes right on the home screen, sometimes slipped between your favorite apps. The money is not just in selling TV sets anymore, it is in selling your eyeballs. Those bargain sets are subsidized by a steady stream of ad impressions and behavioral data. Every time you fire up your ON or Walmart Vizio, you are feeding a pipeline that can track your viewing habits, bundle them up, and sell them to marketers hungry for a peek into America's living rooms. Legal action and privacy watchdogs have already circled Vizio for these practices, but Walmart's scale takes things to a whole new level. For now, the data flows mostly under Vizio's old privacy rules, but with Walmart at the controls, the lines between shopping, streaming, and advertising could blur even further. So while you are enjoying that low price, just remember, your TV might be watching you right back. A low sticker price is only half the story. What you pay up front for a Walmart TV is just the first installment in a longer saga. Budget sets like ON and special run TCL models might look like a steal, but the real cost often comes later, when something fizzles out right after the warranty ends. Consumer surveys show that about 1 in 5 bargain TVs from Walmart need significant repairs or a full replacement within 2 years. That is double the failure rate of premium brands, and it is not just bad luck, it is the result of cheaper panels, cut-rate backlights, and solder joints that would not last through a toddler's tantrum. When these TVs go dark, The repair bill can feel like a punchline. Fixing a busted screen or blown backlight usually runs from $130 to $250, sometimes more than what you paid for the whole set. Mainboard or power supply issues land in the same price range, if you can even find the parts. Repair shops have a simple mantra for these models: replace, do not repair. It is not just about the money. Walmart-exclusive TVS often use proprietary boards or glue-sealed panels that make even basic fixes a headache. So that $198 on TV might cost you another $200 just to get back in the game, or you end up buying a new one altogether. This cycle keeps the TV aisle busy and the cash registers ringing. Every time a cheap set gives up the ghost, it is another trip back for a replacement, not a solution. What seemed like a bargain becomes a subscription to disappointment, and over a few years, the savings vanish faster than the picture on a dying LED. In the end, the real price of a budget TV is not on the shelf. It is in how often you have to buy it all over again. Step into any Walmart on a weekend, and you will spot it right away. A wall of TVS, all flashing prices that look like they belong in a time machine. There is a reason those onsets and off-brand specials are parked in the busiest aisles, the so-called Action Alley. That is not a coincidence. Walmart's playbook is straight out of Retail Psychology 101. They use cheap TVS as bait to reel shoppers deeper into the store, where the real profit lives in snacks, socks, and that blender you did not know you needed. The sticker prices themselves are a mind game. Ever notice how almost every tag ends in 88 cents or 98 cents? That is not a typo. It is called charm pricing. Decades of studies show shoppers are up to 25% more likely to bite when the price looks like a bargain, even if it is just a few cents off. A $398 TV feels like a deal, while $400 feels like a splurge. It is the retail equivalent of hiding broccoli under a mountain of cheese. But the real magic trick is anchoring. Rollback signs shout that the price was $348, now $298, even if the was price never actually appeared on a register. The goal is not just to sell you a TV. It is to make you feel like you are winning at shopping, so you will toss a few more things into your cart on the way out. Walmart's buyers work behind the scenes, squeezing suppliers to shave every possible penny off the price, sometimes down to the screws in the back panel. The result is TVS that look irresistible on the shelf, even if what is inside is more bargain than breakthrough. So that jaw-dropping deal at the front of the store is not just about moving electronics. It is about moving you right past the TVS into the heart of the store and straight toward your next impulse buy. Walmart is not just selling screens. They are selling the feeling that you just outsmarted the system. And that is the real show playing in Action Alley. Dodging a TV trap at Walmart does not require a secret decoder ring, just a little detective work and a healthy dose of skepticism. Start with the model number. That string of letters and numbers on the box is not just there for decoration. Plug it into Google, and if the only results are Walmart links, you have found a store exclusive. Watch for extra letters, missing digits, or oddball suffixes. Those are usually red flags for a stripped-down version designed to look like a deal and act like a decoy. Next, do not let the spec sheet's big promises dazzle you. Look for the real stuff, like NIT brightness. Aim for at least 350 for decent high dynamic range, the HDMI version 2.1 if you want next-gen gaming, and the number of ports. If the box just says high dynamic range with no numbers, or it lists a 120 motion rate instead of 120 Hz, you are probably getting the marketing version, not the hardware upgrade. And if you need to plug in a soundbar, a game console, and a streaming stick, count those HDMI ports. 2 is not enough for most setups unless you like playing cable roulette. Do not forget the cost per year trick. Divide the price by the warranty length, or better yet, by how long reviewers say the TV actually lasts. If a $200 TV gives up after 2 years, that is $100 a year. Suddenly, that $400 set with better parts and a longer warranty starts to look like the smarter buy. Independent lab reviews and teardown reports are your best friend here. Sites like Artings and Consumer Reports put these TVs through the ringer and do not sugarcoat the results. Stick to mid-tier models if you can. The absolute cheapest sets are built for price, not pride, and the difference between a bargain and a headache is often just one shelf away. Before you roll that box out of Action Alley, double-check user reviews on third-party sites. Walmart's own star ratings can be as generous as a grandma at Christmas. And remember, the best way to win the Walmart TV game is to shop like you are already suspicious. In that aisle, the real deal is the one you do not regret buying 6 months later. Across all 10 revelations, one pattern stands out. Walmart's TV deals aren't just about price. They are carefully engineered trade-offs where cost savings come from somewhere, often at your expense. In today's world of smart tech and sneaky data grabs, the real cost is not always on the sticker. Remember, in retail, there is no such thing as a free upgrade. Now tell me, did any secret catch you off guard?